Boko there. Apom dia yon. Akabutum. Abdullah.
Yabani
aba boko there.
Bacho boko chamanjana.
Ya da nyamiase. Bragwesi.
Yes sir.
Boko there.
Oh, kwami boko.
That's the mo adaje. Na openyi insurance account there.
Oh, there be.
Ya da nyamiase.
Na me adom ba bi ametien there. Insurance I'm coming.
And would you
The whole so kakra.
Okay. I see. Now, question the account.
Kwami se me de musuku na mete.
It's a me bisa no.
Musuku de. Masa mfa kwa metini ese ho nyefe.
Yes, you on your fence, you yiri.
Esu onyiri. Mr. Hossa Boko.
Boko. Abdullah na where?
Yamadoroma. Insun enyi mfa bibia me wono but yewo nkofo bi wo me nchen ho a insun form kakra oba nungwa insun efa nkofo kakra ho na ifie ba kwa na metim pa no me fiura insun ani na ndi ni yie na mesra no onya gidie na yehwe ebetimi asolve that particular situation because na me wo ho da no efa me niema me ka say me be a fair shop. Na as a branch I will be in the first shop. Na insu ade ache nema ogumi e fence me shop mu na me flat screen, me TV, all me TV sets na me bibia ekoe. Na usu no akoji loan nso aka ho. Na afide omo okoji ska wo mu ho no so begina wo nchen. Na omo hwe oni no mi no so nyame ne hene so na oji ni sika. Enye easy but I think say idea is mama who say no how wo ho a won to ase a we den e besa ba because as mama can be 12 years ago
and I still I ensure you wo ho
still a you ho nti idea say ye hwe na ye enye easy
masa kwa mu say me ka say me fie de enyiri da
David
me nyi ndi so say be yiri na mo madua da na nsuo no yiri ya me ka fie because who person over krum over fat pokuas on over fat a quiet dam on him so a quiet this year ukwamba to mean faso and macro uko fat pillar 1 ni pillar 2 domin side one so bridge na one and so yiri ufaso ni ye uko fat le go hono so atomic hoba bi e hono so yiri ntini aka uko ba bi ani yes le go hono so e ho yiri nti no pa be nonson no bi frame say Jack wo fi atrafie enko ba bia na ntumi enko ba bia nti mi hono pa de enyiri na mbo sensuo no anu adia no waka na e do atu afiase.
That's very interesting. Just all the enyiri but akase obi pie
ehi na woko
uni baby akọ Oko prick of him so I had 9 should not go far to baby for.
I didn't see a articulator corner. Oh, the cabin.
Monsieur and Farmer sign.
Debbie,
Monsieur
and Farmer sign.
Then I was sign in so no funda. Now, Oya Kokrokoo drew so Monsieur Cry a year chase a timid mechanic film. Why was it?
But when Ben and Sunny. Ben and Sunny.
Yes.
Mananti Nantiala Jokakra.
The former area.
Oh, Mananti Nantiala Jokakra Ben and Sunny. Not Nukreni. Unanti Nantifala Jua. Now you gun and nipa na round what. Nancy said, also war hopper. Massa, as soon as Santo be more Sambebo. One wala ju gata kesian. Gata nano. E wuri a yasi sefri gota no mo e sum gota nanom no oti ase ni and we several days ni be 5 days ni wura no da so sum ho enti gota ni yiri pe wura ni na sabe ebegum alado ufa ka kwan ho a o se u free ayi kwan ya obefa so a wo tani ba Peace FM hai I see kwe ni kwan no so ho baby ewure sum kwanchen no enti mi say enti yensua hwe say niasi yensua ho hwe yesi wan kofo ne hwe awuregum nti wura na yetiti egu gota no mu no a egu gota na no no so why na ayesa kwame reho asem yesi eburu dapen asem yesi eburu dapen
eno aye na otwe
eno na otwe kone na malado na hwe ne ekoso ho se enti saska na aban se yedi bebo esuye no ho ban no ade ne ade get me from fat trucks and sasa wura ni free hon tempea masa no krese nye wura nko na mesuye no ba suye no nyoma de ba na edoso but wura no so ka ho bi ni enitia fili gani yenitia wura yi ne gu hoyi you got an na bim 1 week yes sai na metropolitan na district assemblies ni ade won kran no aduma ben pa no mo ye yenu anu won nadmu enti wo mu hu obi an nantin fa lajo ho wo mu tika mu twemu lajo ho no wo mu cross gota no wo mu hu efin na egu ho na enne nsuo ni to a ebesama eyiri afa nipa sai no ma wo mu hu na
Penny say Friday and Saturday, yenye clean up.
I didn't say a train up to Friday answer. Kwame, where you emergency? As an Bibia Boko, Bibia Daho Boko, Bibia and fire, and so where you emergency? Why? Yanka Sanyaka, Bibia Befabia, we take Peace FM, we take radio station there, they are winning a cassette. A meteorological authority for your catcher and say, I feel way there. Nsu beton in Sukitwa. Last week, we almost share a boss a free Thursday, I copy Kwesiadano, and Subeto Dindindi, and Sunanto. But just imagine the Sunitoy. I don't yet know Boko, where your emergency. Immediately, no, as I see a be found, and yet to Boko.
Kwesi, talking about say Tihoboko, my name says Ghana Meteorological Agency, Omokraton de ba February, Onwibi. February.
The Ubonkratan soon.
50 February. And I'm catching a side bebo.
Masa, 50 February. Many years ago. In since you know a top could do a impensu beer. Sinebeba. You name that and yet ho. And ya Heinz 30 years, 40 years, yet ho, and ya Heinz and a nipe and a new message, Mintasio, opening and in Suyripe. Abraham was secondary school, 1960s. 1960s, when we was secondary school, and your boy a Kokose and crying a earthquake zone, 1960s. It's a school no abansuro ho ina omo ye earthquake conductors was through and so master sa earthquake na ye catch and say enkran ye earthquake zone na de biara ye ti anye yi a ebesi no sa you know warning no that's wo e de ne ye yafa ho se ensuri de na aba ne ye kan that's earthquake no be ba no eno se be ka de because your boy your Kokrokoo more than 40 years ago yet ho ye hwe han I didn't buy any high Kwame
Kwesi nienti ame odi put there 40 years nienti ame he February at the end and say Ghana Meteorological na February almost forecast period February to July 2026 na esema mo kan ha no ase ni nyina abawo because high, almost say above normal rainfall. Above normal rainfall is projected along the east coast and adjoining areas including Accra, Tema, Cape Coast, Solpon, Asmankese, Achim, Dako, Fodua, Kede between April and June. Just hey, Bibia ha omaka assemblies nadmo why omacheche BBM. Eti Osha high 40 years on still anyone here, you know. But so why didn't we do anything about it? I don't know.
Kwame, Yeah, asamba ko ya meta bisa me ho ni se. Nti omanya yetimu pa. Empenifo wo.
Debre.
Oh, kwame, we so mu ye mpenimpa.
Well, anya maka so man penny say Friday Saturday obi a starting in your mem.
Because mpenimpa no nienti omu ye mpenimpa, nienti omu ye mpenifo no se. Omu dwen kokan. No mo aye nhihye a ebebo ye ho ban. So ye penny na to memu na won dwen kokan. Na won nye nhihye ebebo amanfo ho ban a. Na won penny ye no na ehon faso no ne ewahi. My goodness. Hey, I dear Mupani away. And no man should be a while, Massa, opening. Near Putokasem, your friend of common sense. Massa, and he said, he has a Beko school. I've been on what is a prof. And someone who said, common sense, simple common sense. Simple common sense. Eh? And no so boy, Aden. Kwame.
Crazy.
Aden. Share a yesizi excavator. I see any guarantee for yesizi excavator. Near Copac. Na ala himfa ye frɛ hɔ krase aveno gota. Na ndotie ahyehyɛ mu ma amofra bob football gota ni mu. Ni yesizi excavator ni si hɔ. Hey, I didn't hire. Alabra kama za me de empenifo me de ya me dream ho a me ntimi nti ase o. Hwɛ ayi nkran halankasa emia bi wɔ hɔ a nsuo to a nsuo nankasa ekogu o se ne be ya entene nkosa nyoma. Ebi ni lakes e wɔ ha lakes. Lake ne bi wɔ lakeside estate ye wo Madina chire ho lake pa ashari boto na lake da ho weekend kura na nkofo koye hunting wo ho ni ade ni ati ho no kwabrane akos fa tipa trucks no as sandot no si lake no o wi no the concrete gusu no si dan wo so ni ehwe no o ma me no nanse yanche kwa mo kai sakumo no Labadi Beach Hotel hono ohun lagoon
hono Peshi lagoon
hono anopa bi ye kwa dwuma ye kotie radio eso bi the tipa truck o si lagoon no akosi bibi wo so hey aden
but question na say
one of the most important reasons they say Ghana assassin no emra so assassin no ade a yede yo ena ne ye mfan yo sene ye cha assassin ne ade no ye free individuals in some no matter who they are.
That would be tough.
Yes, but that is what we have to do, because nyesa na se koye ankwankra assassin ne ade oh me na mebusu ade ne ade. How do you manage? How do you plan? And the land tenure system, no, we should call that into question. Yeah, I'm not no pa. Let me tell radio. Opening war winning power winning the war. They go home. Professor Ninoy Dowona. I'm not no pa. Na meeting. We're soil scientists.
Ninoy Dowona, former CPP.
Exactly.
Wow, meeting in Kacho.
I'm not no pa. Yeah. Meeting. And what I say? So pasa sipa yedi ekwe juma. Ghana now fast assassin and kind assassin is the best for agriculture. And I'm saying, inti adentina and kind more the best soil for agriculture. Yes, see, sa a dying in your manual. Adentina yan dream home and move capital not to be assassin in here for agriculture. Nyan kosi sadan ho nan kran ha no yan fan ye agricultural zone odwin ho onti ase aso onimsa owo sa nimde ye onimsa nyansan ti legon trade e ba ne sen na ye planning no obi otisa wo sua de kwa kire onim asase ho mfaso de ade no yan bisa na dwene
sa ono kwampa say or professor chepa.
Pa.
For when new students are supervise or work, thesis, PhD, or nen Crawford in our campus one, come by my answer. But who here to be
Obi am bisa won hwe. And ye nia pe. You know, obia cheze unya ya to abama na be yi kakra cheze afide na wo be nyame. Bibia wo nko na nim nyansa. And so that is part of the problem. Soil scientists say wo Ghana ha no. Ye mpuntu djuma ye ni adi na ya anyenye bia ye bisa wo modwene ana. Obi ti say Professor Nino Dowo na ye bisa na adwene pen. E fa nneoma ye ho. But yes, yeah, enye ye. Kwame. Enye ye. Hwe ayi. Who say Empagadan railway system
Yeah.
It didn't in the primary reason for Empagadan and the movement, the cheap movement of goods by rail up north, and Amiboa. Kwame.
Yes.
Yeah, railway line in here and I quite testing. And a passenger train near the quarters. And a passenger train near the quarters. What dream what won't say? Abba.
Nana kumi amachi akwaba.
Kwa mi se family Joseph pa.
Insure no account.
Debbie.
Yeda ya miase nti ye nyina nkan.
So baby a wo no horse ro pa.
But
poposo.
Yes,
it's no hills.
Yes, wo dwon kwan ho a.
Oh Debbie.
Me dia me more hills nti me nyame adoma nka me.
But two pia eno ni asem no.
Because emri bi etwo panye jikum se sa wo ye mmra. Na se wo dwene omo bi nko ho a na wanye mmra mo obi a.
Me so baby am wo no horse ro kakra.
Also hills so kakra. Me no nyina ye hilly areas. But ocean ya akwa Omanpanyi se fida ne memne da yen cleaning up baby na kwesi raise issue about allergies says yetiti got temo afedie egu kwan nchen na chese the next rainfall and from akakra bi pe ni now goes back into the drain na asan startibio gmet eboy ekoko 50 February anya ho hwe now share gmet report now that's Ghana Meteorological Authority as an agency omukeka nsem we nyina say insu tobeba above normal if I could see him I say I hwe han na babedu na yedi nkoma asana ba na kwesi su eto say on the 50 term secondary school days da say still no na ko me hu ne say
yo Kwame das I mean share with you for
yeah Joso
say weekend there be even say clean up wa hu
Friday Saturday
ne kwa so because the way in so no buy na kromu
it's a professorial punch Yamao in the spirit of the season Yamao AstroTurf.
Oh, AstroTurf wa hu.
David, grass.
A green carpet.
Green carpet.
Football so.
Sometimes in the spirit of the season. Oba na Kenya nko oka. Internet yon ka bi.
Kwame mo carpet no efe. It is AstroTurf.
Wa kan say Muslim nkamaka bi.
But who's a football so that's I can't dear back but an eminka.
Yo, Mati.
I dear back but minka.
And Emenka.
Last week, Mikain.
Anna Miniha.
Now, go here, Bonana.
Make her head back, go here a match back of Philadelphia.
Ah,
Ohana.
there been to me, I show a blesser. Let them be a buyer, so come or coyebi. At the Kwa Woko in Roman country.
Oh,
So we are Hoboko, could
now Obioko Stadium, they were out because Stadium do be able to.
Kwame.
But almost catch yourself to what? And can cry now a war for coach. You can get better house.
Now, Miko Jesse Mihono.
Oh, that's not in a stadium.
Kwame, what Jaina ho?
Oh,
Ayo who could Aquasha Stadium America could have ball. What job be openi ejekum wan kire no kwaya wo fa so a wo kohwe ball ni
na so penye onya daje nko
ebia no penyi ni adaje
kwa mi do wa daje pa
na kwa mi do daje
na
kwesi nya daje
aha
okay yo
enti no ano
kwesi mu no nko nya adaje
ga o kire mu so te ho a na nke e won kra bia na nke dia fa so cause na ye won kra pi
ama coach no
crossings na na emba
ya sam
enti kwa mi
yes na
so na sem de se na efinu aba no ye here one big national effort. It is a see a be clean up. A bands will be dear name near ye clean up. Ne kwan so ano. Ye nya ye be nya daje no yemboa. Lolly kwemu nipa demo ebia wo neighbors be some of the areas bebia in so no koi. A man for demo ye fi unya detergent kakra spray kakra now they are koboa. Because na some they see a Jordan mu na anodin. Na ma kwesi canon so no edonso imejitum say the normal maintenance sanitation na mu no enkoye ninya ejina say district assemblies na ye wo ewo amankese wo ye from sub metros amunya juma kwame amunya juma
are
na odi ya hwe gates no ye wo nipa wa assemblies no ma ye wo chief executives say go from who mayor omo wo planning officers me boa omo wo workers wo ho omo chese o ye bibi wo wall hu kwame on ba betron
stop work
wall oh yeah wall into Chroma ye fee anwea ekwan ni bikra ye papa no ubeko na anwea afa half anwea just sand ye ntimi mfa ye twa property rate kwa me so twa property
yes
ye ntimi mfa ana mabun so na adwuma ni hwe ye ntimi mfa enipa nsuo to ananso to yombe pra kwan mu keke eyi efine free kwan na nsuo to ana anwea no adane akeki nti wo do ka akra kofa so ase onam sa ebinom de gukwan mu a speed ramps
yeah
anwea no egukwan no mu ama nsuo to a na afia anwea no akeki nti wo do ka fa so ase onam speed ramps all over the city district chief has get me say no me ho say o me wadi friend no say ahai problem yi wo ho a o tu one am but so one friend no na be dey and all the district assemblies senka ye betimi apekwan bi a district assemblies no be ye adwuma nke be boa inti on a daily basis baby crab economic o my communal labor to got and so na dey gu ekwan nche yesi ye pese anwa na ye tu no ye pese e wo ansa na ebe wo no asa gugu got and inti before so say we da call emergency ninti no ye clean national clean up ye nya ba be boa but ye free no na chi no ye ma district assemblies no minim so mo share local government as CEO.
Yeah, a local government.
So mo share regional
a local government.
And regional assemblies no. A regional administration no. Them so ma don't ma ye bibi.
No,
centralization.
Yeah, but they must be all under look. They saw also ministry. 80 omni be share local government ministry I say.
But one of your direct supervisor, the regional ministers.
I believe so.
Into responsibility in class na okay who baby me say me assemblyman. Can you imagine me need me assemblyman work baby am tea kwame we need assemblyman
there
enti say bibi kra ba mu dem nya dwuma kra ba na say Ghana for hu say bibi cause na enya kra kwa na be friend me paul macho say a local government to say why Ahmed no ya local government minister
yeah Ahmed Ibrahim
it's a sub metro bia the district chief executive the telephone number omo small signboards on the streets say in case of any problem call your mayor no fact number don't
So obefa dia.
Mpacho say.
So obefa dia.
Mayor no mfa.
O maybe sir. Ebia no why
Maybe obefa. Because he say Kwame say BBSC e wo baby a oti ho na. Why na be friend?
Good question. Meaning
Who dey say in this impanyfo e ba ko na ti yi. Nti wo Kwame dey obetimi afre.
na ade na dey untumi friend no.
Oben we see a chen Kwame.
Enti na gine number.
Say I feel na machine. But Kwame dey all one number.
Me
no na dey no buzz.
Me need a number. Me producer and I want a number.
And I dey be on babet na. Do the BB how potem wa. We kwesi practice BB how no betimi afre.
Abu na na come diabolical eti.
I dey offer no offer.
Obefa.
Na fe dey be kra. Ebi a me say me demand this penyin bia o madam my friend. Kwesi practice.
So the man penyin cry wa down for.
Oh na Benjamin my friend no me me to got them.
Me say o man penyin no amu no wa down for dia. E dey do mo aka ni dey easy cry ma.
Kwesi mate. Nti Kwame. Who say no bibi cause o area ho a. Ebi a ni NDC penyimfo ebi betimi afrɛ. But ankra mo area ho onim opanyin bia. Why not be friend? Assembly ma onim ni ohun ni da onim ni telephone number. Mayor no anko election. Nti ono ba efie mu kra fa no ho meche. Nti onim ni telephone number. Onim ni di. Oh baby out mayor no onim ni di.
There.
So nti there's a disconnect between obenye kan say amanfo ya timemu
Omanfo no.
Ya timemu.
Omanfo.
There's a disconnect on gap will be between ya timemu and the authorities who are supposed to deal with our issues.
Talking about disconnect na me boys be from bus stop boys.
Matthew Mudi.
When were you as boys there?
Matthew Munkan.
Me bisa me ho say ankran mrantie. Sebi omonya ban adwuma. No mo age ato omo so. Some titi gates mu omo cleaning nyoma omo boa. Na yes obibi FN drip machines. Talking about this, I don't think yentimi enye bibisa. Because bus stop boys omonya ban adwuma for. A voluntary organization, but they've done very well.
I mean, wait a minute. Ejina political leadership. Ejina political leadership. Young politicians no. Ya desa in so ya it is so petty. You know that is so petty. Eba ye beka ho asem politician na be answer say koye a mass cleaning Saturday Sunday. Ewia no bope na refi. Yenya all politicians. Apart from President Kufuor, obeka se omia neni se o ye odo no ho adwuma.
Plus Alajo.
Any Alajo. So Alajo nya ye odo.
Anyway.
You ye achimota online nimo with concrete eba Alajo. Juma ye wa Alajo. And okay, Spintex. Bridge bi na wo.
Ewo papa ye na ebu ye.
Ebu ye.
Yeah.
Nei, na senso no tokra ye. Kufuor President Kufuor juma bi oye. Ya ba ya konya. Ya nya achum. E fa no sa Florida. President Mahama. Ono dikan. Or the year politics. Obekai. Oamba bemui. And that in so na anto papa no. O say amabo boni. Didn't so anto. Kwame. Afin so and so no better the day no. O say no say amabo boni. Tin so anto o say amabo boni. So to o say amabo boni. The year politics. Well, no trend near mass Ghana for to aba manu beba beye. O see akoye Ministry of Sanitation, sa ministry enye adwuma. Oba obegunu no the ministry na ko share local government or ko share local government from titi got enu a ebe man su to ne jai. So kai sa akasa ni.
Make banana enti am kan bus stop boys asem say mebunu a omunye oman adwuma mputimi ye we a. Anti ade na yen aban no anase
yen politicians yen nya atwum we ba no sa Florida na me ma examples. Na unim Kwame. Enya yenim. Say every 10 to 11 years. Yenya major rainfall ewo omemu ha. Yenim. Okay 1995.
Make up July 4th.
So that That was the first time I made me fear one of Kaneshi in so by them.
95 years.
1995. And now 2005.
Yeah.
Major rainfall.
10 years later.
And now 2015.
Papa.
And a nipa over 100 year.
150 BB.
80 and 2016. Every 10, 11 years, there's a major rainfall. So, and a few way day, Sana okay, me share a Ghana meteorological Oma bo hukoko a tray. Who come reporting a my culture? Also, Ghana Meteorological Agency. 2026 major rain season forecast. Ghana Meteorological Authority. How many are buying Juma? Omutu yenya buying yenya for a bano. Opening what I can say.
Eriemu Sachaye.
A bano Eriemu in Sakraye. In Framabebo, in so beto or pebeba. Saya Ekui Ghana Meteorological Agency. Omo ye juma. Omo issue reports February 2026. Momo can say a few way raining season in so ne beton. Going by the 10-year cycle, in so nano bayedin. Mame read paragraph 2 in Channel. Oh, what candidate? Okay. Now, what kind paragraph 2 now? Omo bokoko say in so no anu bayedin.
Yeah.
And now paragraph
above normal. So that's the information.
And omo listy baby. And so no but didn't pa name me actual towns.
Accra, Tema, Cape Coast, Salt Pond, Asaman, Kesi, Achimdan, Kofodia, Kede, mostly. And I don't know if you're
about flash flooding. And paragraph 3 no tre and near ma SSA ye. Boy Kwame, this report was issued February 2026.
Back to more politicians now, no.
Well, February 2026. And then last week, beginning of this month, 1st July. No, 1st June. World Bank in soon a report to say, Sika Omode Abreye, no, your friend was our Garrett project.
Yeah.
Disbursement to know and also a slow down. Meaning, Mr. Kwame was our report as well.
Yeah, this has him say finance ministry, and I'm say Sika was here the Babe man Amma.
Sika ni guho. I know World Bank diaba for flood mitigation. And also, Skanu guha ye news scan. Ya my warning. Ghana meet you. My warning. February 2026. February, March, April, May, June. 3 clear months. And ye was si kanswa eguho. And also I use
the big since 2019.
And also ye use the reports covered 2025, 2026. I mean, can share one. They can't report in show.
The Bena project.
No. The
Bena project in 2019.
Oh, my main can't share it. The way I put it, me can't World Bank A not sure.
No, the World Bank report is for 2025, 2026. Agreed. You are right.
Yeah.
But sir, Garrett project, necessarily, not 2019.
2019.
Yes.
I agree. But the money is being used. And at disbursements no Jai 2025. The World Bank in Canada said the disbursements stopped in 2019-2020. Or say the disbursement stopped 2025-2026 as a result of Abino wanting to bring down inflation. This is the World Bank. One Tron said the disbursements have been slow since 2019-2020. The World Bank hasn't said so. The World Bank is saying disbursements no sikano contractors is stopped 2025. This is the World Bank. Kwesi, me for the amount. And okay, did he say that did he say the disbursement?
What should they the fact is that this project should have started in 2019?
No, me say World Bank si sikana ye di beye say jume ye nyusu sikana from 2020. This is the World Bank. It's not me. Say me and because this is the World Bank.
2020 report.
Kofa bremi. Kofa bremi na me hwe. Yi bremi me yim na me what dey actually. Me hu ye.
2021 report.
Me hu ye.
2023 report.
Me hu ye.
But they have been reports every year.
Fabra ni enhwe. Fabra ni enhwe say if you have World Bank saying said disbursements didn't happen in 20, bring it and let us see it. So we're having a discussion. Maybe report on me what World Bank is saying disbursements stopped 2025, 2026 because of a government wanting to achieve fiscal discipline. This is it. So if you have another reporter, Fabra ni enhwe. Huh? Kwesi. Maybe some me can't report to grab because I say one can report to me. Me report to my country.
Anyway.
Inti Kwame. Baby Etini. You have an early warning issued in February. I mean, the second when you say early warning now, clearly pointing out what is going to happen. Say nebesini, any sense so no afiwe no besronko. Inti kwanya SSA district assemblies, metropolitan assemblies, national government kwanya esi niema esi yeni. Ninya Ghana meet dia tuja. Way back February 2026. Ana nyamincha de World Bank so discover se mo fenye ye juma ebe masa insuto eba beye. Eno so a ye nyusu scan eda ho. Eni ama ye nkoko since
Ya boy Koko.
Ya boy Koko.
Oh, by far. Kwesi
kasa brofo the frame from Anapakosi enumre. Oh, o dia so obekasa. Dia nhwe so onfa brofo. Me pesa me di brofo frame.
Wasum no.
Ah, na sa ona.
Wasum me kasa obiti.
Ah, maybe trunk cry.
Yeah, that's it from.
Into Kwame.
Yes, Nana.
Young politicians, yema yenimbre. President Madam didn't who ya pa. That's the independent.
Into on by the casa, into your casa,
or near Bemu. Osio. An engineering problem. They are indiscipline. So only a Bemu. Or say a binding fault. A mambo bonny. Chief me boy. Yes, I'm a country.
There be Odin tell of Canada.
I was a didn't come.
There be Munyan Dinko.
Put a microphone well, mo can't say me Ghana for say mambo bonington and so air toy. A farm man for. Inti Ghana for to abama moa. Mo ba nhihye ya mo wo ho ni ba ko mienu miensa enan.
Ena amba sir.
Ena ya to abama o.
Okay, yenkwa.
Ya to abama wa na nso no gusu to a. O se e indiscipline. Am for na tu anwe go got them. I figure say ahemfo no tonton asase. Ena man su aye. Na onim sana na say amambo boni. Na Kwesi can be about land tenure senka. Ebe ya se na manfo so tonton asase nke na ke njikra na ban emphasize adwuma ne to ne so. And the bedding. But Kwame, bibia mrabia e wo wiase me bi wa ha. Enti se oman no si aha area ha no eye Ramsar site. Ramsar site. Ana say ye flood plain ye bie dam how na be fa na kenka ho. The government has the authority to prevent development.
And I'm sure say into Abama.
And some catcher say, young politicians. And ya land tenure, young politicians.
No sure say into Abama.
Yeah, young politicians. Now, nyo hini bi na ekoto asase. President Mohamed so hini bi akoto asase. Because since we nationalized. The laws must be applied. Inti ene na abaya asede.
Mami comment in 10 minutes past 10 Peace 104.3 Osei Kofi Akwa. National Communications Director CPP no say Professor Nino Dowona is not a former CPP member but actually still CPP. He's a member of the CPP Council of Elders and a member of an interim committee which just ended their mandate. Kwame, that is for your information. But the problem with Ghana is that the MPP and NDC over the years have no plan for our national development. If not Nkrumahism, also known as planned economy, it just no go be. By the way, CPP, like the Bus Stop Boys, is also willing to volunteer. And he sends me a news story that says CPP offers youth volunteers to support government's flood prevention efforts. Okay, so Osei Kofi Akwa, Friday, Saturday, Oman Penyin say, let's clean up our towns. Let's clean up the city. Audition Chairman, we're going through with filthy streets because of wrong political decisions. You should not kill the hen that lays the golden eggs. Why did we do away with Zoom Lion? Now we are paying the price with lives. Audition Jabeng in Hacho. I noticed that Zoom Lion angle way too. Anyway, this one says, Kwesi Pratt. Kwesi Pratt say, I no give her my anchor meat. And small World Cup where we know the chair where you go watch to Kwesi they talk.
Sometimes.
Why do
Sometimes.
I'll say, but on a more serious note, the cleanup, there should be proper planning and strategy because it's difficult to collect wet sand and debris. I tell you, I have a story to tell later on waste management. Good morning to all of you. Sampine.
Massa Sampan Yichiao.
Nana Kumia is smartly using bandwagon propaganda techniques to blame President Mahama by cutting innuendos on politicians. The fact is the political actors always looking for opportunities to gain political advantage in every situation. And that's what Akumia is doing. Flood is a national issue, not a political one. Floods do not discriminate. So every Ghanaian should support President Mahama's initiative instead of politicizing it. Musa Abattoir in Aswase ND. And no, Abdullah. Ain't you say a bending? But who landlord knows how 12 years and just say Subai, that's a honey.
And I just say law. Law enforcement in a Juma. Now, before some by Milan Lord Musuno, make sure me bra paying Majoso. Now, maybe I would feel by I am there, but none will feel who say. First, Odika about say meteorological service. Omu letter no dey buy. Koko bono dey buy. Say omu boy koko. Ye na koko no. I think say yes. 20 koko bono about 2025, right?
2026.
No, 2026. February this year. Yeah.
Yes. And now on 13th March 2025, President Mahama forms anti-flood task force to tackle Ghana flood crisis.
That was last year.
Yes, it's before. Sa omo nkokobon on mine ebeba no na ye di kan aboy ho kra da. But two any say enye aban we a wote so epe ne say nsu beto na afa ye manfo na omo ho no. But a natural situation AC. But moving forward no. I think that we should focus on solutions, not
on the task force.
Solutions, not one year we can't do 1 year bibia come Gary now can start him up muna muji fesika odona eji fence Sicily pa till today ejuma mu ye any ehun sensem na me anapai me chia ora for yesro mu ejuma no edin by so mu ye di ma
omu wie ejuma
na amanfo ehun say ejuma na omo ye no ye aye ni ye because sometimes yes Gary na me bra e kan ho asem na o kan sika omo dia ba ni sika da ho a ye yusu no first one e buy ya ye yusu ye no e dia ne ye $43 million na e buy no omo de ye den you see bibia to ye adia to ye. So in say adia to ye no, we are focused on the solutions. And until call the energy I draw you back. No, we want to focus on the solution. So Ghana for the emergency can emergency be in chain Friday, Saturday. Announcement I say John Dramani Mahama Ediaba and he say ye na yen come na yen starting yen desote baby a chokino na and kahosa instruction by say every minister of state be every CEO, every member of parliament, be MMDC, ni be and head of public institutions, be omina Emma Abonting.
But me baby say 90 Friday ne be holiday another.
So Friday no ye
because
me pacho me bo Friday no. O share letter na buy na Friday no enye all citizens na count. Ya chem 2 days. Friday no ye same. Securities agencies, no, all the securities, no, agencies, no, and yeah, on Friday. Now Saturday, no, now everyone will join them. So the Friday is specifically for securities, no. Omuti see abonti gata mu ye mantemuna omaye hojuma amaye. It is all share directives we are. There is nothing emergency more than this. Ever since you started tackle flood issue, I think this is the best or the first time yenya sa idea we. Now, meaning there be any communal labor no. A letter coming from the presidency to bring all ministers of states. Meaning paying for the so they also tell them.
The letter and say Friday a holiday.
Yes.
It doesn't say so. Yes. But send the idea no say all hands on deck no. Intina me bisa say intino will Friday be a holiday or not?
Intina make us
because stores near the baby shops.
Sure.
You know, so you perceive what the public collaboration, what the expectation will be. Say yes, security agency, a call Kanishi, a baby shops, a bedding. Maybe a ban will bring us further and better particulars on this one.
Yeah, Intina make us say so let's on Friday no it's tackle or it's focused on more on the security agencies no and the Saturday so I think they should come on board now the clarification it will be holiday now man I fempo more say ye jai juma ye jabibia to any tackle the flood in Accra or the flood in Ghana.
Communal Liban never tackle floods.
And yeah, me pacho.
No, and tackle floods, but at least mitigation for now.
Exactly. Clean up.
Yes, mitigation for now.
Clean up. Flood in the south by cop.
Yes, mitigation for clean up. Clean up, clear debris, choked gutters. At least we're starting from somewhere. I bet some.
So no between to be and then your china.
Yeah.
And you question there soon between to be. It's a manko.
In fact, I'd like to also.
No, and never flood number.
It is a Ghana for a
clean up near Ben Saturday.
One baby Kwame can.
Now, we are made do Mike.
Baby Kwame can want.
We are made do Mike.
They say.
I'd like to ask you.
It must clean up in a bit more floods. I won't cry.
I'd like to ask you.
Then the baby, but you
yeah.
Oh, MPP ever since I'm free abamu no.
In Fina na komia.
Automatically as I'm enemy of God.
Abdullah, focus in Fina na.
Oh hi. O say omadi kan e boy koko.
Ne opesa we na we no.
O meye, eno so na mpesa meye.
Oh sa. Anya me ja woman no. Anya me ja woman.
Koso.
Iti uko no henkila anfremi.
Me da say.
Anfremi.
Koso.
Oh. Nye Ghana for eka. Eni say yenya adabin to na yen solve issue and the first way to solve it debris now ewo ho efin na egu ho after the flood no baby a choking na blocking na yen yi mu no ye pese ye at least to solve that one for now. Now the second one and say baby a dying ewo a blocking insuo no baby a unauthorized places no ye be bubuni na no consideration because this is a national issue. And the Obia Beya, a unauthorized place. No, this is not the time to sit down with the people who have a place at unauthorized place.
Abdullah, Sabro fi okay.
Yes.
Emi depa. Sure. 'Cause 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 more than 20 years. Openye Jukumi am a witness. Yakasa same yeah. Kwesi practical. Oh, some about the Yembubu Adai. Adai waterways. Yeah. Still. Because you start here, Openye Jukumo Brofubi. Or see only the Okoto unauthorized lander. Obakoto a Chirikakra. Inti by the ebubu any for the first. You do a person human face. Near Jai. We've been doing this 50 over Kwame Battles time as minister. Mobubun or me interview also. Madana Mobubun in our wager ho. Oremwa and I see human face. Yebubu bear any more bear me and sas and night. And Crofo ye de Fe Franco Kwamna. Now Kwamna Adani Mububua. You're there. Ma alternative means bia when the new penny fears won't bubu dam the same person into a dia Bible bubui. Are you sure we are ready?
We are very ready.
Matisse wager but omo see wager dam spillage omo see adan. Yes om court omako injunction untie omako injunction into se oko
permits
oko bubu need a contempt of court.
This is more permit.
Enti udi agura oba try no compensation. Anyway, Tiaso.
You see, what's going? Say, yeah, abai bi amma na wan tutu ni anwe na wan kata ni na wan nye na adwen say opese oye adwuma na Ghana for the action insa. Then we should forget about leadership. Resetting agenda no, it wasn't just a rhetoric so. It wasn't just anything. Nyama wey bi na mpanyinfo bi te sɛ wo as a moma mu na esi wo na say yes it can be possible. Nti me pese for the first time no at least general
yes
wo de ho be ka ho bi aka say look obi a obe start abu ni a obe bubu no you support the person with everything. That is what we need. Everybody should come on board. Me pacho you dey have a tremor me pacho. Onim media the minimum say omo ayamo omo appointment no they should do us justice. Yen Kwame Kuma till today you pon din de bia enye say oye nipa sonko ana say even say angel and a wu no but ejuma
sonko de sonko
say me can say oye nipa say yen
ampa.
You understand? Say yen angel bi na wu no nipa but ejuma dia na odi ye no ene na ma na ye sonko eno na ma up to ne ye bo din a ana say ye bo nipa tutu din a ye bo ni din ka ho nti say yetimi nya obi wo Greater Accra ha ana yetimi nya obi wo Ghana ha a ya to aba man no a ya man no power no say onye ade a be ma yen kofa 350 million enkoma flood victims bioma ba betimi issue that 350 million no e de djuma so ana djuma pa e Ghana ha na. Then it is time for us to support whoever will stand for all of us like that. Inti enye say mema ban minim say ye woso minim say ye be ye adwuma. I will be happy to see say for the first time in history ye be nya aban a wetima gina ho ni tumi e dey ye adwuma abubu all on unauthorized structures on the waterways. And for us to solve it, because sika na o can was and Gary, he na alone me no win na esa tua. Who will pay? Loan ag na say be solve ade we na me no win na. Now few of the people, but I'm say politicians no omo ka omo flood areas no and I say baby ya choku no omo pese ye di sabe ka omo nti. Then so I am very happy, sir. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no, with the look of things, ni niema wakam, ni niema all yeno. HSA, he is ready to solve it, and I will give my all out and all support. Say niema washa here, say all ye. Ni niema to me audiama Brigadier General na FS and new Okanye Boano. Omotimi hu there are a cause all this flood no. At least in their first 4 years no crampoa you bet me bibiama the other bano ababeden but for the first time no fear or favor for the first time essay here name and shame is number one No fear and favor is number 2, and the commitment. And I know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is committed to do this thing. Yen Srobia, yen Kase, we NDC Niti, ye Germanesio, we NPP Niti, ye Germanesio, yen ya Bema Bia, or ye Brofua, or Betsman Disa Jumawi, Nina, yen Botina, yen Tiny Chino on ye, because since 1960, I started up to today, ban one Sovuna, Untimin Sovubium, and Rana will be. And ne be a china a bit my minowa at tea. Into what there for the first time, no, yen fa party some tone chain, yen pet Bema could do for Bakubi, and now Obaku could do for Bakubi, for Jumanation as I said, wo near do what is necessary, and that is all.
Do what is necessary, and that is all. Anyway, we are totally unrelated, and Samako Penyejukumsu, totally unrelated. Cyril Ramaphosa, South African president, South African Mampenyi, Adinkra Abre Ghana Mampenyi, John Dramani Mahama said, Nkotunkra so Obaba Slaying, near Fenny state visit no. Ghana said, Debbie Momba. Into a breaking news, I'm Mr. Quaranka cry, Fena macro check, you say, no credit. Minister, question what did you? South Africa Mampenyi Edin Kraba Senko or Bansra. Na Mamin kind brofu me check ya makudru graphic. Na quite interesting. Yes, my mom. We don't want you. You see, go back.
Is there an official notice to that effect?
Oh, actually, it came to my attention about 45 minutes ago. But I took my time. I mean, graphic is graphic.
What graphic?
Graphic online. The government has declined a request for a state visit by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, citing heightened concerns over recent xenophobic attacks in South Africa that have affected Ghanaian nationals. According to Daily Graphic's diplomatic sources in Accra and Pretoria, the decision followed a surge in anti-foreigner violence in parts of South Africa in recent weeks that has led to the repatriation of approximately 1,000 Ghanaians, with an additional 900 Ghanaians set to be registered for repatriation. Inti weye graphic dia mihu ye tama me hwehwehwe na at least I will leave graphic for now. Say no na me dey me benchmark. Mihu any official documentation from a buying, but
Kwame.
yes, crazy.
Pacho opening can't not dream of is for you no home we are. Na say what you should be na chere e wo wesu hu.
Mati.
Opening ni casa na wesu you no ho. That's a very strange part. Idea amwasem.
Prophet Pacho Brim.
Is you know.
So also no waka wan say about bro ni hwi ka bio.
If you only need you know what.
Prof
Bible must say be am kamakru entwa.
Entwa ho.
Na me say na esitie no say. And from so bia nim say omampani ebeka say yeyi enda mienu esi ho. Na yen nyina yen fam prapra fie yen tete bonka mu ni ade. And from so bia ni ho. Bayi kakra say e fiada. Na na obisa bibi say sa fiada na.
Ya fofida na.
Ya fofida na. Ya de a nkofo betoto mu store mu.
Eno ni asem no.
Ya de a nkofo be kodwom. Osgana ni oyi man say prapra fie. And say kodwom a enipa de brebe kodwom.
Obekodwom.
You see, and yes, civilians then Saturday.
Na Saturday no so de tia no say Ghana ni o de efie aprapra ene ayie ene ayie eto se onyim ba ko a dodo na be kwaye eti yɛhwɛ ne yie na embra wo ho no sɛ we de yɛdi nka ahyɛ da na wie ɛna efi no nyɛ nan kwa na emene yɛn menyi ni sɛ yɛyɛ memre da ɛne efiada ne memre da we yɛ nye bio sa ba no pɛso yɛsa yɛ bio na sɛ ne abrante kan reset no pa de a yɛhwɛ ɛna yɛde prapra no bɛhyɛ no eyie ɛsan sɛ yɛ fiada
openye wo pe holiday akan
oh
no on the holiday yeah day
announce Friday ye Saturday so see ekwaye
no the on can say ye
no say that
o say
Saturday ekwaye
David
ade na akasa ma
oh na say na tie no
na me dem tie no
na say na akasa say na wan tie no
me tie no
enu foni
na wo so tie na ni
de me kan say say Ghana for your nneema bi wo ho a o twe afiri ho a e de kakra enti say o twe obi say enne ye ma holiday but enkodwom ye dwuma prapra ofie ne ayi ebi kura me hye efiri anopa no nsia kopem premtobre ansa na se o ba bi kwa wakwa nipa bebre ahwe a na wo mo ankodi so ama aban no
e fiada no
e fiada de di ka no
e fiada no panyin na ka chense ne ne for security
mepa say oyi no free ho a memre da na ye de omanfo obehye no sa memre da no so obi o de ayie ene se omprapra ena ayie no so ya hye dada o ya fe da ye kotu ahye de bem che se we na abane de abaya nya kan wie se ba se ye be ya fofora abane ne mpanimfo no entrance na omunsusu ba bia ema obi kwan ma omfa bibi ntete no se senti na mantumi ameye bi
and as yenye bi nkan ya
ye bi nkan de ho no
exactly
sana na adwene na bata kire no de eye pa se ye nyina na fere kura se gise ye tra ho ema abai be ka se yenye sei ansa na ya prapra ye fiti de omu ne se niema ye ka ho asem nyina ya kan fie duonu ni mo bi nsi dan ensi subonkam ya ka oma ba bi ani se ehoye ewura Ramsar site ni ade ehode ani se eton asase no kura ebeda ho a be kakra na aban bi aba na MCE bi aba na ahemfo no ahemfo bi betumi abɔ ho ba koduru ba bi kwame na ohinda da bi afrim fufuro bi ba also no e champion aha nyina meton o me di me holiday wa brochire ti se mantonton we ya me nya ba bi nko ti ni nyina ya akɔwie se ya dwena ɛwɔ saa ne men ɛho ɛtesɛ enipa dwene ɛyɛ baako ɛna aban tumi sa aban tumi na amamu a enipa nsoro aye o se enye sei ɛna nkora abɛ o ka se nkwa wo se ho na mfiri bɛ o se trans o se ma sɔre gyina ho da enti se yankɔyɛ o man bi a ase ye suro emra kɔmi hwan na bɛ kɔ akɔ ne nam Russia bonten ba bi na se where you be masa o jonso
David
ensi na ya ha no emra na em se de ya ma ye adwuma ye eja ne won saten a wo de akotom so saten aka jape no bi na be ka cho se yi na kwasho ni enti emra ba nyina ye hyemra na arawo sam se te se ne ama me ka no emra no bi o ha ase ya hyeda am ayama awionfo ohiani wo de ye nya we be chu sisi a na mpanifo na hyemra no se ye ni so no God ba bi e cancer so bon kan ne ba bi e nsi da kwame unni sika o de be fele a untumi nsi
David
nti ho no hwan na be kwa akoto sa asase no nyaska fo ya ne aban panimfo ya omo ba o gise tumi o ho ye nsi kura me de betumi esi o kan ono betumi afa land guard amomo akobo asase no ho ban ama yesi nti sa ban se o ye niam bi a o ma tumi ne mbra etechre no kwame enye dwuma enti sa afeda menye Jeremia ahwe e besa abetra ha ya na yada metiofo na se kwame se Ghana ha enche ne ye bo nipa sobo sango fi de ne enka nkyere wo mo
omusika sofia
omusika fia na akade a no omde adwuma no kra na omunya se nei bibia ba na omu adwuma no kama na mu aboye kokwa yes yenti omo ankan so yeso nka mo tetewa mo sori a na makotra mo nim se nsuo bayiri mo ankan kire omo kan kire ye de na ye
ene
enti ye da omo se na se obi a ye na dwuma saa na san na de omo kan se na omo kan so wukuada ne ya wada ne fiada no so obeto na anto no enye omo mfum so me roommate bi no free Sri Lanka also how omo ye wada forecast and say tomorrow it may or may not rain.
On passing beer.
So also yeah.
May not be. And toss him may not be.
It may not.
May not be.
Until you munam nyam. Until when in see a bomb so bo. Domo kan ya near ho adwuma no. Eno na say ye ho adwuma. Until ya fo aban so aban ne nhyehyɛ no say ye nyina yam fi ho nyim na ye nya adwuma.
Prof Medas say, my brother, it's a shame that since we attained independence, we've to a large extent been dependent on foreigners or aid to solve our problems. Our budgets have always been deficit ones, and so garrid isn't a surprise to me. Rainfall cannot be controlled, but flooding can be prevented if the institutions like our assemblies, ministries, EPA, etc. work as expected. Poverty, in my opinion, is a contributory factor regarding flooding because persons don't have proper means of disposing of their waste. John Mahama must crack the whip. Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert. Enode and Adrinche Ebaye. And then this one says, the first Saturday of the month is declared National Sanitation Day. So what again has gone wrong? By the way, the South African presidential visit is wrong diplomatic move to stop him from coming. He may be coming to offer an official apology. Who knows? And to take it from there will be helpful. The propaganda and content creation are just too much. Sampine and a day and no abiding a drink a too drop. And then this one also says it is unnecessary. This is not how diplomacy works. Even America and Iran are willing to sit at the negotiating table. Samuel Brian Boabing and on the confirmation from City FM. So Abraham says story na me Casimir Chenu Sebe Enye Bosremoka. And then I said it yesterday, politicians simply don't seem to get it. What we need is a paradigm shift in how we approach town and urban planning. The solution is active involvement and participation of government in housing provision. Government must stop disposing of state lands and rather start annual budgetary allocation for buying lands for mass housing. Until then, demolishing structures in waterways will be an unending discussion without solutions. Michael Kweko Foria Sante, outgoing NPP Amasaman constituency chairman, Enode Eno Ebaye. In 2015, there was a flood in Accra. It was massive. We recorded over 150 lives lost. President Mahama, then president, if nothing at all, this was a catalyst for him to have been serious in fighting floods. But no, we did not see any meaningful attempt in the last 1.5 years he stayed on. Come 2026, there's massive flood. As karma would have it, President Mahama is president again. Period of 1.5 years, surprisingly, his government has been sitting on garrid funds. What then can convince me that the president is willing to fight the floods, as Abdullah in your studio is saying? Brichum Enede Eno Ebaye. And then Sasa says, all that Abdullah is saying is much ado about nothing. A year today, we'll be talking again about floods. Sasa Watakradi. What did they say in opposition about Galamsey, LGBTQ? What is the situation today? Even they said Black Stars' poor performance was a result of bad governance. Luckily enough, we'll see where the Black Stars are today, 2026 World Cup. This declaration of national cleanup is just populism. Sasa Enede no Ebaye. Ohene Ebwa says, when you politicize everything, these are the results you get. In Kura, live in Sunyai, Enede no Ebaye. The South African president's visit to Ghana will demonstrate against his visit strongly throughout the country. Salifu ne Ede Enobai. Some of you are complaining about the online digital radio. Mpacho ye yen hwejuma wa yesremara enye easy sir, but ye bit me aye afa ho. So we're having problems with our online transmission. Osei Teria says we're watching live from P. I believe that's Port Elizabeth in South Africa. And you say Ghanaian politicians are not serious about climate change. The country planning is not serious at all. And then ask Abdullah whether the flooding is bad governance or engineering problems. And then that's Anthony Ofori. I'm sure you were listening to Nana Komia. You were enjoying him. Chairman General, if we don't come together to save our tomorrow, no savior is coming to our rescue. Kwesi Payne, that's a good one. We don't come together to save our own tomorrow, no savior will do it for us. Right. Chairman General, this South African thing, I think, is a diplomatic faux pas. Wrong move if true. Comfort sends that one in. And then talking about Friday and Saturday cleanup, I do hope we have equipment and dump sites. Time and again, we've spent money to initiate these exercises only to leave the debris, the silt and filth at the shoulders of the drains and gutters, just like Kwesi Pratt was saying this morning. The rains will fall again and take the filth right back into the drains, and our efforts are back to square one. Kobe from Tema and a day. And no Ebaye. Chairman General, they said 350 million cedis for the flood victims. How far? What is the state? How do we access it? Have they started the distribution? Because we saw what happened June 3rd, disaster 2015. Master Planner Junior, Kane Tampo, Enede, and no Ebaye. This one says, we're listening to you live inside Asante Babes in Camberwell with Asante, Orlando, Ben, and Kofi Nat, and Master P in London. All right, guys, good morning from Accra. Thank you very much for listening. 19 minutes at top. Niapon. Kwesi, AOB. Me am akofa AOB, bro.
It's a kwame asema ukan ama mi ho adwiri me kakra. Se South Africa man peninsi opeso oba Ghana no ni ebedi nkita. Se member say. Asema bay. Kasa. Huh? Kasa. I say any union me was South Africa kasa. Send ye TBA solution biano ejina kasa. Meanwhile, yan kasa ya bay. Ya declare akoma African Union say ebibiri mu amampanini na akohia ye ko kasa asem. Ndi ene ne nkasa no so ase ene say mi sheda ntia se papa. Say any South Africa yaka.
Debi.
Ntia se ene say
yes on choko hokakransa.
Adenti.
Yeah, 1212. Me yeah.
Because mother me dream wa me ntia se. Ena etiefo no ba ko etro bai opening Iran ni America omo kwa di omo tutu oku omo transfer kasa ana me boa enti die nkwa na esintia South Africa man penin ba ye memu ha no ni embe kasa enye ye hu hientia yeso on choko ansa mo omba
na say state visit there yeah on mine na be decide say ya ready say you be share ebia ye ready. How about that?
And I'm can say na nia wo mu kan nia o kin kan yin sa netie
I say he should go back.
Back in the pay. Say am region tia wo mu go back.
As concerns
some the master kwa me me ka se metia se na me boa me tia se kura. I say show masa. Some be kan e ma no drusu se me kan. I say ya show maturity kakra. On them channel. I say hemophobia wo ham hemophobia wo ham me fie biem and so I think we should go past that.
Yeah.
Diplomatically it's in very bad taste. In fact, and the Ukraine mini champagne adri.
Hey, and they don't need champagne adri.
Champagne adri pa. Champagne mean tiny in drink, but then that year near what trap South African visiting with the mini adri pa. What is that? I say anything. Say any South Africa for ya ka o man peli mo mbaga na bi na ye de e ho fa so ni away.
There be enkaze me mo mbabio.
Say mo mba.
That's on choco.
Oh, abba.
On choco.
Sembeni alabraka. We should show some more maturity in our foreign relations.
Anyway, Nana Komia AOB yapon.
Kwame me that's it. Me for na Kwesi kan efa South Africa days. But in Kwame asem no Nigerian so youth associations a press conference and ra. See South African business is a one Nigerian yeah. Omo 1 month. Omo free. And TSA asem no me put the Cyril Ramaphosa you say assembly you're treating at African Union level. Because yet Ghana in Nipa ne pam wo free Nigeria, South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
About 10 different countries.
Yeah.
And I'm sure say Ghana asha see ye nipa obi akwa koyi ni Nigeria koyi Zambia, Kenya,
Malawi.
And there will be reactions in their countries. So Nigeria started. Ghana happened there and share down can say South African business is open too. But Africa Union should take it up. Because a bit to me I lead it to very serious danger. Now Kwame, Abdullahi, and you, and I will say, yeah, communal labor. Yajiatum. But the Rebecca will say, Momum Resono, Mosia Mambo Bonnie. Rebecca would debia, Mosia Mambo Bonnie. Sana mo can share Ghana for. Kwame, me last me kind, just a question or Quaco Johnson.
On cars or Johnson.
I'm not going, ever no.
Oh, Pejanimu.
Chesadeng or coffee.
Where we are Quaco in a Juma. Also, I found a bag of crock. Eh? Akume, you're just diabolic.
Crab is a
Chiefos.
What am I question called? Kai World Bank report. Like a Besaka City, but Mane Conco Johnson.
Uncle just Oko.
Quabitio.
Meeting.
Ultimately. Send me tree name Pio to say okay. Open your Bajatum. Kwame Baninko Gunsumra. Hey, Kwame, what the World Bank has blamed fiscal controls introduced by the Ministry of Finance for significantly delaying the implementation of the Garrett project, one of the country's flagship programs aimed at tackling chronic flooding in the country. This is the World Bank. In its latest implementation update, released in May 2026, the bank downgraded the project's implementation to moderately unsatisfactory, citing persistent funding constraints, despite the project remaining fully financed. World Bank say, yeah, this is Kaba. Now, so the government is not spending the money. No, see, the implementation of the Garrett had been constrained by fiscal measures introduced by the Ministry of Finance in 2025. Dawson, but I'm ready to Kwame, the point didn't say, SSC Timika. No quarry there back. Yamay an early warning. Yen said 10 years, 11 years, sa extra rainfall liba. And I can't make my dates. If in 1995, I mean Mekai 1995. 10 years later, 2005. 10 years later, 2015. 10 years, 11 years later, 2026. There's a pattern. So every 10, 11 years, yenya heavy rainfall. What do you know to China? Your meteorological authority. Am I a warning? Say, I feel we know the rains are going to be very heavy. My warning in February. And now, try and she said, yeah. I bema a hunsusuansona anuabrase. This is Ghana meet you.
And I
World Bank in so say, second why the be ye jumano. Na say ya tena ho ma so yi ehwe ye kwako ye communal labor Saturday. Da ye kan wansem a obi say your politics. And I be politics na no kwakosi eno bre.
Martinana medase.
Communal labor dem ko peso fi bi nam dia.
Esewara. Chairman General, please ask Nana Komia what has he drank today? Today he's just being mischievous. Let him answer before leaving the studio. Collins and a day and by. Kwesi Reynolds, Agonaldo Bain says, if you didn't anticipate the flooding, you are not observant. I remember sending you a text on such an issue before it occurred. Kwesi Reynolds, Agonaldo Bain. We're listening from Hackensack, New Jersey. Daniel Afum Dakwa, good morning from Accra. This one says, the garbage and refuse is all over the place, so not Alajo alone. why is Kwesi talking about 40 years ago? Okay, wonder. I mean, say, no, but that is what I see here. What is this thing of South Africa coming to Ghana? Kwesi Pratt, have the blacks in South Africa stopped their attacks? Kwamina sends that one. For things to work in Ghana, the concept of separation of powers and checks and balances, elements of democracy must be observed and complied with to the letter. Summit diplomat. And then this one says, during the 60s and 70s, we were having laborers who were cleaning our streets and gutters, and PWD who were repairing our roads, but it was okay. Now you say also quite a politics, Fred and Bible say NDC for Bepamu. Okay. Muchacho, you sent an earlier message. Unfortunately, I'm still looking for it. And when I find it, I'll let you know. Fantastic Wilberforce says Kokrokoo is live on the Beat FM and Master Fuseni Fashion in Seshi Asarian. So, Kwajo Ahodo in Sheffield, UK says, to me, selling of lands is not the problem. It is the land utilization which should be enforced by the government through the assemblies. Okay. Muchacho, forgive me why. Now, message is not those me who they are now also sending earlier. No, Fachemi say me who answer ya point. Me kind amao na yeah. But in the meantime, Abdullah and Pacho, closing comments.
Sometimes no. Yeah. Say abanya yede to me ashemunsa na Gary project. What can was na World Bank account Gary project asem World Bank account. What by sika yedi mamu? Mo divert sika $65 million. Ede koye COVID-19. Abra na ye sika yedi mamu e Gary da wo kan wasem. Any say anka yen fantite gatamu ni enya sa de dwumadi a wo kan wasem na manye mo divert sika. You see, we are not ready to even talk about that. But me chia ora na pawi. They should be able to deal with all these things. Ye jani na mo. Ye kusa ina shetim. Now too, mother, me say Mr. Painful. Ye can't local governance now, MMDCs now. Yen show mu if I say yen finance mu yen fa yesi kan show mu because sa dwumadi a ye kan we fin any if I say flood ye kan wasem say the power to me e share assemblies mu a omo na omo every single area e wo Ghana ha. See, decentralization I can wasem no. E be adwuma e funding NSE the mom. And me I'm happy say it's also John Dramani mo share 2025-2026 no sika e say e call district assembly common fund e say e call e mo mu ye adwuma no at least e call. And for the first time ever no and I make sure say I bet me call this best almost one name and kitty or ye but in say whatever been the case no yema ye call your district assembly no very well and an admin so yen tesi kan to homa every year no move and diduma ye can infidie na ye can niema akade omu hia na yen making sure say ya toni na momo they are equipped fully equipped because nadmo and ye can be about emergency we are omo na ye den so we should be able to equip NADMO very well. Now, yemma bibia nkoyi. Ntim NADMO any local assembly no moving forward no yemma yi almost so ye. Na omo funding no enye krabesha because ye eba ina. Ka drip project ya and ka say can ye demand NADMO and omo di ye dwuma refer efidie no more authority over all this and can ye enne because they don't have those authority no and na akadiani anya omuhia no and na ese yema yinu ko nti me eja obi say my buy na wo so definitely no make sure local governance and as a minister say on bomodina on champion this agenda no making sure say akadia nadmo akadia local assemblies no omuhia no yemfa ma omo no munye dwuma na so omo yes adwuma na me bra pen embet na ha enya asembia enka na omo de Gary na omo bi omo na omo aka ye ko bie Gary nsem ahwemu a na wo de obi say wan fa sika na anya hwe eda ho na de odi divert sika no so this is the issue at home.
The only question I'll ask
the
only question I'll ask is inti say World Bank report na ba no afen mo hu say Your diabetes can be done.
Oh, yeah, Canada. No, it's something that you can. Yeah, even in our opposition time crowd, we made mention of.
So why aren't you prosecuting anybody?
That is why I'm saying that ORA is doing their work and they have daily activities on more court or more.
ORA.
Yes. Daily activities at the court.
Because ORA, I mean, you know, maybe. ORA, I mean, you know, ORA Remonacha. See, the nearby or any Iyoko Ejuma. Into out. Oro Kujeto Ablakwa, Nenia a foreign minister, out. Ora Kofi Boache, or in charge of security or presidency, out. Ora Martin Pegbu, or any lawyer Juma, appearances on radio and TV, out. Ora Domalevo, or board chair, or is it Yoko? So who's all right? No, ben
that's say obo mu ina sam pay for obo mu di na no. Abdullah di omo ye no Abdullah we betis na. Ejuma omo ye no. E say nhwehwemu nsem no mra no munye omo tasetesem omo tasem mu wie no. E no nyema emu odu a yenim say ebetimi efense aban betimi adi akire no. E na omo hand over di ama attorney general. Say oka ora. E say attorney
general.
So
Matthias. Attorney General and also yes, Edgeman.
Exactly.
All right, me that say. Befi or Bantama says, Chairman General, we are just like the proverbial bird who always says he will build his nest when the rain sets in, but never does afterwards. Befi me that say. The 300 million given out can be used to construct a better drainage system for Accra. This money, is it not going to be chop? Daniel Afum Dakwa Ene Ede Eno Abaye. And then Kofi says we have to make it mandatory for every house to pay for garbage. Isn't that what happens? But anyway, and then Cassie Gard says, I greet you and your panelists, University of Greenwich, UK. Cassie does say. Prof, Yampoe. Yeah, yeah.
Sir, I have football for Umbo League on.
Umbo League, aye.
On my way.
League. I said to say league no break because of World Cup.
But say our political league. Now, NDC ne MPP for league in there. Yeah, all year round. Sure say January. And I have 4 years so. James and World Cup only about 4 years. Come in. Prof. Who say? I thought I'd be a UTA NDC and MPP. Now what? On come on, I say, Utim Finfi, who say, why not all kind of crime? Peace FM. Yeah, how back when I wore my moon. Yana a sam no moon credan casa ira. Was a beer by year and actually say, on only dear now or yeah, and nay. Na eko ba kono ne omo kan nyina o my hundo am say 4x4 b say be nyana correct e be go Institute of Local Government Madina Galopes ka be friend Galopa bia me kai na me da bia be call me kai na bro oha am say ka no egu ha aproi on my second e rekoto yo and now, sa party me nu ye. Why na koto ye? Ye nhwehwemu, ye nyanhunu de besie. Me kan na headmasters and headmistress are more my mu. Say ka ye che ba kuma school bia ne principal bia na nke be ye. Na ye twe ho manso. Nia abayi a ensuo fa yen. Besre omo. Omo fa ho league table no nto nche. Na yan hwe kwan ye betumi afa so ama o manfo nsuo yira fa wo no etumi aye bi na yentie animdifo a omo wo nsuyire ene asase ho ntotoye ene se ne yesi chichire kropon no yentie omo sonim professor Otian Bebio. Of course, yes. And Rakana the story about Ghanaian Times when Rania kan asemo ha come here of free tetentre de ena aka kwan a ye fa so ye say asase no oka no de nani akokire aburi bepo no say enua wo so nyina ya bu e de adan sisi o enti enso no to a kanen ranka e benenam mepo no ne kwaye no ne ase nanka nyini be fa ya say ho nyina ena mia bebre I mean, you tray a cacran say, Achimota Forest, and the young Coseno. Say, Coseno soa, and they allowed your name Jogulunum, you be
very brutal.
Na yen tie de mpanimfo no ka no bi tie nim di nim so on nim di fo bi on so ka se aka se ekobubu adan na ewo subonka no mu a na ye bu adan ni free ho a ya yen ka se nkofo no mo sika sie no omo di nkai de anwea ne abo gu ho a pagya asoro no endu ko bu adan no nko free ho a onya bibia
because a form no
nti ya te dia na ye tie frio na abdai ewa he o se president enya kokoduro se de ye nya obi a na wo de esi subonkam bia ame mpa e bo se nka enye sa ma ye
see here
anu adi so e basa e bo obi a me na wo yan sa betra ha afida na asem kroya ya kanu mfie ba duonu yi da bia aye krendo onwum bi o se ma ya finshi aboa afi dura ne ma me yakọ tie bi afi bia ne ma ya yakọ se nsu afaye na ankran so ye nie huni na ne ese ne fata no come se tete ho na ye won krase ne obi na sorry country obi se onko pra ne mfitiri na o pra on fitira eda ya fo fida no monko sumuna so monko siesie o mommo sumuna so kwan sabra no na nkora ko school a ebi nkora ko school kopra plot ansa no aba abedare say den nkora ko school no dodo na omuni okoya no akotan
na onim plot there
okoya no akotan school dem yese wo ne nkora na ne abie nti ye de we tete wo mo a obenyinu no na se onya obi obebo no pa mo abeprapra ne fia lot ewura no yesu we nyina kwa me bebo aye
Kwame
Nana
Mekuta World Bank a progress report on Sir Gary.
Still over
Nana Mapon.
Gary video still over Sako Gary.
Papa say all right.
No, still over Gary over Sako.
Nana Mapon.
Okay,
o de fa send me. Fa send me. Na Mapon a obechi akwachiri. 2 minutes past 11. Abdullah Medase, Nana Komia Medase, Professor Jeku Medase, Kwesi Pratt Medase. Birthday blessings to you, Andy Nanaya Mensa. Our Anajita Krade is from your parents, your siblings, and your 3 beautiful daughters. Happy 80th birthday once again to Mrs. Margaret Ejakwaba. It's from your husband, your daughters, sons-in-law, and grandchildren. Wishing DSP Ernest Adakwa Iadom A.K. Bode of the office of the former Vice President Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. It's from Pius Bedu Basin and Marco Wusu to you. And shouting out to my guy, Kwame Poku CID, National Youth Organizer Hopeful. It's from Kokrokoo to you. Kofi Kumbilson is next on your radio. Actually, broadcast is at 12. Yes, may your day be blessed. Yes, remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. Yes, I leave with the book of Numbers in the Bible, Numbers 6:24-26. I know, yes. When you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.